Unbelievable. Another death in the Dominican Republic. Their families and really all tourists want some answers. The question is, how in the world does this keep happening? We already knew of 2 deaths last month at the same Caribbean resort, both at hotels walking distance apart. On May 25th, Miranda Shop Werner died in her hotel room at the Bahia Principe resort. Then just 5 days later, staff found a Maryland couple dead in their room. Now we've learned of yet another incident at a DR property owned by the same company 1 year ago. We're going to go to Fox 29's Jennifer Joyce live in Old City. Jennifer, this isn't just a random remote place we're talking about. This is really concerning.
It is extremely concerning, Shayna, and in this particular case, this woman died a year ago, and at first the family, they took it for what they thought it was, what DR officials told them it was, that this woman died of natural causes, but now learning that 3 more Americans died also at the Bahia Principe hotels and resorts. This family, too, wants answers.
There is something dirty at the bottom of all this that is being hidden.
Felicia Neves is one of a growing number of Americans looking for answers after their loved ones died in the Dominican Republic. Nieves' sister, 51-year-old Yvette Monique Sport of Glenside, died in June of 2018. According to her death certificate, heart attack is listed as the cause.
She was 51 years of age, relatively healthy. No reason for her to go on vacation and just die so suddenly.
Nieves says her sister had just arrived at a Bahia Principe resort in Punta Cana. She had a drink from the minibar inside her hotel room, went to bed, and never woke up. It's a situation eerily similar to the death of 41-year-old Miranda Shop Werner of Allentown. In the last 2 weeks, Shop Werner and a couple from Maryland died inside their DR hotel rooms. All of these Americans were vacationing at Bahia Principe hotels and resorts.
It makes me question at this point, is this cause of death even true?
Every day is a different hardship.
Sport was in Punta Cana with her fiancé, Howard Tolton, and their friends. This picture was taken hours before Sport's death.
We were promised within 3 months that we would receive a toxicology report. To this day, which is almost a year now, we've gotten nothing.
I think the State Department needs to step in and investigate these deaths. Something's not right.
When I questioned the State Department about the number of American deaths in the DR, I was referred to their website. In a 2018 search, 13 American deaths are reported. Yvette Sport's death isn't one of them because DR officials concluded that she died of natural causes.
That's even more disturbing because why wouldn't she be listed? Why wouldn't she be counted? My sister Yvette is probably one of many people that have just gone unreported and unknown because families like mine, even though shocked, we decided to sit on it because you really didn't know if it was true, if it's not true. It just didn't make sense.
Sport's family says this case is far from over. Her fiancé, siblings, mother, and daughter will not stop fighting for answers.
And hopefully, some of the things that happen in the dark do come to light.
And that woman says that she has been calling the DR funeral home that performed her sister's autopsy, but she can't get a live person on the phone. She plans to continue to pound the pavement for answers. Back to you, Shayna.
Unbelievable.
boyfriend at the luxury Bahia Principe Bougainville resort last October. But just a few hours into Awilda Montes' vacation, she was rushed to the hospital.
You finally get, those days off that you look forward to, and something like this will happen. You just don't expect it.
The Brooklyn woman says it all started when she opened a bottle of 7-Up from her hotel room's minibar. She noticed it didn't have fizz and assumed it was simply flat, but quickly tasted what she believed was bleach.
I was cautious when I took a gulp of it, and I immediately felt it burn me. It burned my mouth. I felt it burn my tongue. My mouth was on fire. When I spit it out into the bathroom sink, it was blood. I was just irrigating my mouth.
The hotel staff brought her to a local clinic where doctors treated her for the pain and vomiting. Montes says the resort apologized, offering upscale dinner reservations and a couple's massage.
At the time, I didn't think that it was done deliberately until I saw the news and realized that, that there has to be some kind of correlation between what happened to me and what happened to them.
She's referring to the 3 American tourists found dead last month at the same resort. 41-year-old Miranda Shop Werner collapsed and died after also drinking a beverage from the minibar, according to her family. 5 days later, this Maryland couple found unresponsive in their room at a sister hotel in the same resort with no signs of violence. Relatives say they were healthy.
I believe that these people were poisoned. I would have been poisoned had I not held it in my mouth and spit it out, because it took effect really fast.
In a statement, the resort claims Shop Werner died of a heart attack. A family spokesperson says she was treated for a heart issue years ago, but was recently in good health.
We don't have any answers of what happened down there.
And the FBI confirms it is investigating the sudden deaths. Preliminary autopsies indicate all 3 had the same cause: fluid in the lungs and respiratory failure. Resort officials tell CBS News the deaths are unrelated. We have reached out to them for information in Montes's case. We are still waiting to hear back. A lot of people, of course, still hoping for some clarity in these mysteries. Live in the newsroom tonight, Rena Roy, CBS 2 News.